Welcome back to the late night format here on WESU Middletown 88.1 FM. I'm your special guest co-host, Nicole Ruiz, here in the studio with Matthew Catron and your host, Adi Slepack. Wait for your turn, Matthew. You've tuned in just in time for us to talk about movies.
Absolutely, you have. As big movie fans here on the late night format, we thought we'd start an Audible movie club where we'll share and discuss some movies, and you'll stuff your chubby fingers into your ears in fear of movie spoilers, and then we'll make the audio even louder so that you can't help but find out that everyone dies at the end of Frozen.
What?
It's true. It's actually a tragedy. Oops.
I haven't either, thanks, Adi.
Well, you're going to be very disappointed. Wink, wink. Anyway, so we're going to talk about this week embarrassing movies to see with your parents. Which is a fun prompt.
Always a
for
fun
me.
thing.
I'm going to let you guys first so I can one-up you in a bit with my whammy. But what about you guys? What are some embarrassing movies that you've unfortunately seen with your parents?
Nicole?
Go ahead.
Well, I don't really know about... I'm trying to think of ones I've seen with my parents, but I've definitely had my parents walk in during the most awkward scenes of any movie. I've had, especially like, I'd watch Weeds with my brother at home, and my mom would always walk in during the sex scenes. I've had multiple people walk in on me watching Brokeback Mountain, which is very awkward, and very awkward for In the Closet Matthew Catron as a teenager in Virginia. It wasn't as sad. It was pretty funny. It's a very culturally important movie. It was like Oscar nominated.
I've unfortunately never seen Brokeback Mountain. That is like on my list of things.
You should definitely see it. It's really good, and definitely watch it while your parents are around. It'll make you both feel amazing.
Well, make it a movie night, you know?
That's the plan. That's the dream.
Yeah.
What about you, Nicole?
I pretty much I feel like my entire family just always is uncomfortable anytime there's a sex scene. I'm usually okay with it, but my parents and my sister, who's listening right now, sorry Haley, but they're always really uncomfortable, and they're like, can you skip through this? But one that I really remember was I watched The Proposal. I think I was watching with my mom and my sister, and it's not that bad of a movie, but there's one strip scene in it, and of course my dad walked in right when that part was on and was just like, what are you watching? So
that's always fun.
Yeah. So
I personally have a very terrible reputation of seeing the worst movies possible with my parents. On my 16th birthday, I was in the city getting dinner with my parents. My sister was away at sleepaway camp. So we had the night to ourselves, and we decided to catch a midnight showing of Bruno in New York City, which was a terrible idea. None of us knew what we were getting into, not even after seeing Borat together. So
had you seen the trailers for it? Did you know what it was?
I thought it would just be because Borat wasn't. I mean, Borat was pretty bad, but it was Borat was funny. Bruno was not entertaining in any capacity.
No redeeming qualities.
No. Yeah, so it was a lot of me covering my eyes and my parents. It was just a lot of awkward sitting in a movie theater.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, because then you can't even leave really
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we stayed through the whole thing.
That's impressive.
I have
That's
no
commitment.
memory of it though.
That's commitment.
Maybe I repressed it really deep.
you blacked out the memory.
Too much awkward.
Traumatically awkward.
Yeah. To add more to the list, I've seen The Hangover 2 with my dad, which was very, very interesting when the transvestite character comes out.
I actually haven't seen that movie.
I don't think I've seen it.
Just
I haven't seen it.
It's really not worth it. Whether your parents are there or not, it's essentially the exact recycled plot of The Hangover, but placed in Bangkok with slightly different scenarios. One of which includes a transvestite who gets completely naked. You see everything. With your father. So
you see everything with your father.
Or at least I did. I can only hope that that's not most people's experience.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not, Adi.
Once again, making mistakes so that you don't have to.
What a saint.
The late night
What a
format.
The late night format.
Any other ones? Or movies that would have been bad to see with your parents?
Ooh, that's a good one. I keep telling my parents I want to, because my favorite movie's Bridesmaids, and I really love that movie.
That's an alright one to see with
Yeah.
your parents.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's
Unless they're sensitive around poop.
exactly. Or you know, like the first scene is like a sex scene.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I feel like just getting over that first obstacle would be the hardest part. So once we could get over that, they would love it. So that's
So
on my list.
You should try.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
it. I think
Give them a chance.
When it completely crashes and burns, I will come back to tell you all about the world.
But you know what? As a connoisseur of seeing unfortunate movies with your parents, I think that Bridesmaids would be okay.
Yeah.
I think you could get through it. I think the hardest scene in that movie would be the one with the explosive diarrhea.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure I'm definitely watched that with my mom. She thought it was hilarious. So I
Yeah.
feel like that's like
My parents are down for dirty humor.
Yeah, so go for it.
Yeah, I think I should. Okay, this is giving me newfound confidence. Thank you, late night format.
You are welcome. What are other ones that would be bad to see with your parents?
I definitely would not watch Wolf of Wall Street with my parents. Although I love that movie. I just
yeah, I
no.
haven't seen it, but I've heard that that's a good call.
Yeah, it's that I would not.
I feel like I've seen a lot of movies that would have been awkward, but my mom just falls asleep within the first 20 minutes. So I've gotten very lucky in
That's
that
a
respect.
safe then.
It's been very nice.
Yeah.
Easy life, man.
Easy ride.
Very blessed.
blessed. Charmed life. Charmed. What else would... I'm trying to think... I'm pretty sure I've seen the most awkward movie to see with your parents that exists.
Borat?
Bruno. So
Yeah.
I'm having trouble thinking of something that would be more awkward than that.
You've hit the pinnacle of awkwardness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing that comes to my mind is except I'm pretty sure I saw Forgetting Sarah Marshall with my dad as well.
I don't think I've seen that either.
I haven't
There's
seen that one.
the movie starts with Jason Segel getting broken up with full frontal naked.
Oh.
Which is pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
And I think the theatrical version did not have his wang in it. But
The version you saw,
I saw his wang.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. But that wouldn't be that bad either, because it's just that scene, and then you get to see puppets and vacationing in Hawaii and Paul Rudd, so...
Ooh,
That'll
Paul
work.
Rudd,
Yeah,
yes.
Paul Rudd makes it better.
Paul Rudd
Yeah.
makes everything better.
Yeah. He's like a balm. Just
What?
rub some Paul Rudd on it.
You lost me. Okay, wait, no, you got me back. You got me
Yeah,
back.
you understand what I'm saying?
Balm.
You have an ailment.
You lost me for a second, but now I'm on board.
It's like aloe vera. That's Paul Rudd. You just, if you're any ailment, you just rub them on there. It's all set. You'll be
hilarious.
fine.
Oh,
Thank you.
gosh.
I really thought about it. So I'm glad you appreciate
That.
What was that? And everyone just missed the side eye coming
Well,
from...
they get it. They get.
Oh.
You guys are front and center. This YouTube edition will be all Matthew and Nicole, and just my disembodied voice. But on the note of Paul Rudd being balm, I think we're gonna call this movie club a wrap. Is that good? And we're gonna take a minute break, and we'll be right back with some wholesome fun for Easter. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back after these messages.